I'm very curious how Legacy would play this Axis, because we've seen Axis last game from the Complex. They were very active during the defense. Now Nebraska with a kill, Kiba with a response, Party also trying to look for something with the scope, but now Benku with a kill, newera with an advantage. Mozart, Benku, a bit of a trouble out there, but not a single Legacy player to finish the elimination. 4 against 3, newera still in the lead. newera having everything they need to get into the sides. Webby. Legacy players are playing very close one to another, but it is not a good moment to do this, especially not when so many nades out there. Mozart with the second one, Mozart also with the Garant kill. So now it's only Braskai live, 1 versus 4. newera, they might have lost 2 pistol bashes in a row, but they are not going to lose a round. Or maybe Braskai. He finds a kill. He looks for the nade. Bomb planet. Oh, Braskai, that was a close one, and it is a finish from the grenade. 1 versus 2. Mozart and Kiba trying to defend this round from Legacy. And Braskai closing the distance to the side. Braskai has to be careful though, because 2 newera players are waiting out there, and Mozart for the 3rd elimination of the round and for the win for newera. 1-0. Braskai, that was a good try from the Legacy player, but he would not build Legacy on this one. newera. newera. And that was a great start. That was a very strong round for the beginning. newera, by far, they haven't lost a single round during the tournament, because the first game was 13-0. Now they are also 1-0. And I'm very curious, when will this happen? When will newera lose the first round? Because it's pretty much impossible to win every round during the tournament. I mean, coming close to 85 or 90% would be nearly impossible, not even talking about the 100% win rate. But for now, they are still holding this. Nodix holding the belongings of the A side. Benko also close. And newera is already up there to close the distance, but Exo did not win this fight. Legacy still standing strong. Benko, oh, that was a quick response. Party with a scope. 4 versus 3. Legacy not letting newera do much. Hokizie finds Nodix. Mozart and Kiba in 2v4 situation, so this might be the moment, especially that Hokizie wins another one. Kiba in a 1v4 situation. Kiba starts with a first. Kiba, oh, it was a bit of a risk out there. Kiba with a beautiful full outer. Webby also down. 1 versus 2. If Kiba would pull this clutch, if that would be 2-0 for newera, that would be a fantastic start for Allies. Getting 2 rounds so quick in the first half. Oh, but Kiba was not ready for Hokizie, and it is definitely a round for him. 3 eliminations, 3 very important eliminations. First, not letting newera in the B side. Second, not letting newera rotate. And third, not letting newera get this clutch. 1-1. Legacy taking round away from newera. But since newera is starting as the Allies, we did expect that it might, it should not be a win on this half from from the side. Legacy with first kill of the round. Still looking for that close distance in the smoke. Still looking for that surprise out there. Mozart finds Kokizie. Exo finds another one. 4 versus 3. newera once again taking up the lead. newera wanting to get the second point. It was close moment before for Kiba to find the clutch. Party. Oof. Party, this scope is working well. That's the one thing I have to admit. Party, oh, the scope is working very well. Because Party finds another one. It's now 2 versus 2. Kiba and Exo. Oh, that was a nasty shot from Party. And it's only Kiba left. Fantastic play from the sniper of the Legacy. 1 versus 3. Kiba finds himself in another clutch, but it seems like Legacy could get these points, because Ibraskai was waiting the whole round to the red, and that was definitely a red danger zone. Once again, Party, oh, the triple kill. That was what he needed. Party. What a pity that we haven't seen the third shot, because I think the third one was the most amusing. 2-1. Legacy not letting newera get points from the Allies side. newera. Oh, now for an 8 rate. Hokizie, Exo, Party once again. The sniper rifle He got into the rhythm and he will look for more. Party. Surprise this time by Exo. Cuba also with a kill. 3 versus 2. The situation, the stakes are changing so quickly out there. It's really hard to tell who has the lead. It's really hard to tell who is more favorite to win the rounds, but for now it seems like it's pretty much even-handed. 2 versus 2, Webby and Nebraska versus Nordics and Kiba. But newera can play this slowly. Nordics has position. Nordics has already seen one, and patience is paying off because Nordics gets a free kill on Nebraska, and now Webby is in 1v2 situation. Webby from the Reds, looking out for the ruins. Webby, or he does not know. Webby. Enemy up pretty much far away, at least one of them, because Nordics was waiting upstairs, and Nordics, that was a beautiful playing of the angle, because Nordics could have not been checked standing out there. Nordics just swiftly moved over the bit more dangerous position for Legacy player, and that is how newera gets the second point. Game is now tied once again, but Nordics continuing on to round number 5 by getting a very fast elimination to begin the shootings, to begin the casualty list of yet another point. Hokizia, I think he saw one, but he's not going for the fight. Hokizia still holding the smoke with the shotgun. But newera have not been seen nearby the B side, so Hokizia decided to take a shortcut, and he was short-headed right there. Kiba was only waiting for that to happen. newera. Webby, 3 versus 3, and Party once again looking for the good sniper rifle play. One chance missed, second chance missed. And it does not seem like Party will have another one. At least not in this particular moment. Webby also playing nearby the smoke, but now Igza finding Nebraska. 3 versus 2, newera once again in the lead. Oh, now it's 3 versus 2. I got a bit lost in the middle of the point, but it does not change the fact. It was just a predict from my side. Bomb planted, Webby and Party. Webby, he does see the bomb, but newera players playing very closely to each other. Oh, Webby now having some trouble. Benku have already spotted one of the 2 remaining enemies, and Cuba does position. This might be very hard to play against. Webby, or Cuba should get the other one, because Benku gets Webby. Cuba should be able to get Party. At least I think so. Party still trying to pull up this fight, but Benku was waiting out there. Too much of firepower on the side of newera for Legacy to fight this one. 3 to 2. newera getting a very decent base for the score. 7 more rounds left, and yet newera has 3 points already. 1 more and it's decent, 2 more and it's looking okay, 3 more and oh damn, Legacy is in huge trouble. But for now, Legacy with an entry kill. Nordics somehow survives, and this time newera going for the faster push. And newera is taking advantage of this faster push, because both Kiba and Igzo were much quicker than the enemies to hold those important positions. Hokizi getting Igzo, 3 versus 3. And newera already having great position, nearby the red, nearby the A side. There's a lot of space to play around for allies right there. With also a potential for a retake, but I don't think they will go for this one, especially when they have such a stacked defense in the already. Cuba going for one. Cuba having some trouble. Oh, there was a securation. There was a cover from Benku. Cuba also with a kill. Benku finds Webby, and now it's the only Hokizia. And Hokizia is at the A side, but it's definitely too late to intervene right there. Nordics was already waiting. 4 to 2. It is loud today. I think it's definitely louder than at 10 AM yesterday. Maybe because at 10 AM yesterday we, well, starting some games because some people had troubles with the mouse, internet, keyboard, blah blah blah. You know the drill. And so do I. okay, I'm not doing the rickroll right there, but Party is doing the scope roll right there by finding Benku. Nordics with a response. 4 versus 4. A newera once again trying to get a fast hold of the important position of the red house, of the surroundings of the A side, and then look for rotation. That's what I was. What I wanted to talk about in the last round. That newera had surroundings of the A side of the red. They found kills, and then they went for the push. They got 2 kills, and then they made a fast rotate because they knew that the last Legacy player was already aiming for the A side. Now Hokizi, surprised by Kiba, bomb planet, and once again the siege from Legacy should not have enough power to be any kind of a threat for New Era. Webby already having troubles with the fight. Party trying to join his teammate while being very far away from with that sniper rifle. Oh, Kirba finds Webby and Party. He knows where one of the New Era players is, but also has been spotted because of the shot. New Era holding still, and that is 5-2. There was no chance for Legacy to pull this one, to get this retake done, because New Era once again showed a beautiful ally set. I mean, the style of play, the fact how well strategically New Era is playing Breakout, because it's one of the swiftest breakouts I've seen in my life. I've not seen much breakouts, but it is one of the swiftest ones, because New Era is understanding so well which position they have to hold, where they have to look for the enemy, and when they have to plant. The transition between the push, the plant, and the siege and defense is so clear that it's hard to make great defense. I mean, if you want to play against New Era, you definitely... If you want to play against New Era, you definitely have to get more and more say in the beginning of the round. You have to put some pressure on them, because if you let them decide freely, if you let them move around the map freely, it will end like this again. Ixo with a plant, 4 versus 2, New Era having a great position. Okay, Ibraska finds an 8, but in the same exact moment, Benko is there to get a kill back. So it's Party. 1v3 situation for the sniper rifle, and the only reason why Party is still alive is the fact that he's playing from the far away, and Kiba is already, is already in the position, because he does know where to expect enemy sniper. Legacy has these two problems. First of all, they do not have much impact at the beginning of the round. They cannot hold red, they cannot hold ruins, they cannot really get those opening duels. Then New Era, of course, spreads around the map. Then New Era is there, and then they push 3 ways to the side. But now, finally, there is the first kill for Legacy. This might be a hope. This might be a chance to get around, because it's now 5-point streak from the Era. And the ally side on the breakout. It is a lot. It is a lot for ally side. Still, 6 points is already a huge amount that you can go into the second half with. And the second problem is that... okay, I actually forgot what I wanted to say, so give me a moment. I will probably remind myself in a few seconds. Okay, I will actually not. Because I was talking about opening duels, and okay, I don't remember another one. Because I had another thought about the New Era, about how to play New Era, about what is making New Era look so fresh on this map, so good on this map. But I guess I'm just too stunned to speak. 3 against 4. This time Legacy actually going for a win possibility. But Ibraskai will not give this side. Mozart down, 2 against 4 New Era. This time it will be much harder. Kirva finds an 8. Still, it should not go south for Legacy. I mean, if they want to have a chance of winning this game, they have to win this round. But now Hokizi comes with a shotgun. Comes with a very shoe play. So it's 3-6. Legacy with a point, but the fact that Legacy is fighting for a draw in the Axis side, and the draw is the best they can get, it is pretty worrying for the second half. I mean, for the Axis side of New Era, because I'm very curious how they would play this one. But for now, New Era pushing the ruins once again. Nordics around the reds. And you see Nordics. Okay, now the fact that Legacy is in the lead, is 1 man up, is not because New Era made a strategic mistake. It's because Nordics did not get this kill, and there was a rotation that was happening from Legacy. Because New Era already had the spot to break through this rotation, to interrupt the gathering of Legacy players, but it did not happen. Benko is left 1 alone. So that should be 4-6. The smoke also did a huge job for Legacy player, because Nordics could not push so well. Nordics could definitely not jump from behind, and that would be 4-6. That would be almost a clear round from Legacy. So Legacy is trying to come back for this hard. Legacy is trying to not let New Era win, because if New Era win allies, I mean, we would be pretty much sure who is going to win this game. By far, I'm holding my voice. I'm holding horses. I would not say with a 100 or even 90% sureness who will win. But now, Benku with a fast kill. Another player of New Era is also gathering one elimination for himself. Mozart already dead. Nordics found by Hokizie. It seems like Legacy is also starting to read where to expect the enemies. Nice nade, but not nice enough to put Hokizie down. 3 versus 3. Hokizie in the smoke with a shotgun. Oh, he spotted Benku. There was no much space to see him, but Party finds also Kiba, and now it's Ixo, 1 versus 3. So it seems like Legacy is going for another one. Like Legacy should win another point in a row. Oh. Ixo. Still looking for a kill, has plenty of time to play around it. But Legacy players are well hidden. Party with the sniper rifle, he will not be spotted easily. But for now, Ixo having some trouble. Ixo with a pistol. Ixo trying to find Hokizie. He does some damage, but it's not enough. Hokizie with another one, 5 to 6. So for now, Legacy is looking for this draw. Legacy is looking to get this win. The last round of the half number 1. Nordics looking for a fast kill. This time we see a change from the era because now they're trying to play around the smoke. Oh no! That was a beautiful snipe to the smoke, but he actually gets Ixo. Doesn't really matter for New Era because they got 3 kills this round. One of their own kind, but also 2 on the Legacy players. 4 against 3. New Era once again on the A side, on the B side. New Era is absolutely everywhere. Party lost some HP, Webby lost some HP, and even though that they can retreat and heal themselves, Mozart finds another one. 4 against 2. The plant will happen because explosives are already down. Nordics finds Webby, and now Party is the only one standing in the 1v4 situation. That should be 75. That should be a fantastic score from New Era in the Ally side. Party pulls one, Benku stops him from another. 7 to 5, New Era winning the Ally side. And we'll see if on the Axis, New Era will actually be able to win this freely, to win this without a loss. Or maybe Legacy will show us even a better Ally side. 2 more players and we should be ready with a start, and we should be ready to continue with the game. 6 more seconds and we'll go into the round number 13. So now it's the start, and now it's Legacy who can show us some good plays in the Ally side. Will they be so united? Or Party, he had the occasion, but now Nordics on the close range with that Kar98. He gets the first one. Legacy. They had some occasions the era was playing very risky, and Mozart finally getting punished for another jump pick. Party, he had to wait for the shot, but when he finally got a perfect setup for it, he could not miss this one. 4 against 4. Legacy playing a bit slower than New Era in the beginning, than New Era in the Axis Ally side, I'm sorry, and New Era is taking advantage of it. New Era does not like to stall. New Era does not like to wait. Ben coming aggressive. The killer as well. 4 versus 2. Webby now looking for anything in this 2v4 situation. Webby. Oh, it is not a great way to start the Ally side for Legacy, because it seems like New Era will get a 1-dominated round. Oh, Kiba with another kill, and Ixo with the finishing blow. 8 to 5. New Era starts the Axis side with a win. 5 more rounds to go for them to get the second win of the day. New Era definitely one of the favorites here. We're also still waiting for Pragmatic versus Army score, because Team Infinite lost against Complexity 13 to 5. So now Complexity is the one team that has 2-0-0 score with 26 to 12 in rounds, plus 14 after 2 games. Nordics holding the smoke. Nordics this time not trying to play on the fully closed range, but oh, Benku, he pulls the first one. 5 against 4. Oh, and Nordics, he was waiting behind the chest. I don't know why I'm swapping this one words, but it's 5 against 3, and New Era once again finds very easy kills for the beginning of the round. Mozart this time, I mean, this is a 5-hit play from Mozart because he was doing this on purpose to jumping like that, to know where to expect an enemy sniper and to then aim the round later. This was investment of his one death to get more kills. Of course, I'm joking, but still New Era with fantastic points. Clean sweep, 9-5. New Era, 4 more rounds from the win. Now Legacy, hoping to find those nades, but Mozart, he's the one to find something more. Ibraskai. Finally, this nade lends out. 4 versus 4. Hokizia playing shotgun in the red. But Cuba finding party, and the fact that New Era is just holding position and they still manage to find those kills. The fact that New Era knows exactly where to push to make it hurt. Legacy seeking for anything at this point. Webby, he tried to win this fight, so Legacy, they definitely need this one. Hokizia finds Benku. Hokizia searching for another one. Hokizia, but Nordics was already there. 3 versus 2 Hokizio. That could have been an individual play that could have make this work. But for now, it's 3 against 2. New Era still holding the lead. Mozart with an unpleasant surprise. Ibraskai with troubles with this shooting. And Mozart takes advantage of it because one quick shot from him is able to finish the life of one of the last Legacy players in that point. 10-5. New Era by far with a clean Axis side. 3 rounds already. 3 more rounds to go. Nordics with another entry kill. As I said, you do need to get those entries against New Era. But still, the fact how clean is the Axis side. We had not seen a close round from Legacy by far. But now Hokizi is trying to pull one out. Nordics already on the ground. 4 versus 4. Mozart, this time he's in the red. Benku. We can see that New Era is changing some things in their positioning. They might hold similar angles, but the whole setup is different. Benku, that was what was that shot? A fantastic no-scope from New Era sniper. 4 versus 2. Now it's only Party and Hokizia. Only Party by far. But not for much longer. Mozart was waiting out there. Mozart had a free kill. 11-5. New Era completely dominating the second half of the game. 2 more rounds to go for them to get the second game of the day. They are looking pretty well in this group. For now, they only have lost 5 rounds in 2 matches. Oh, Party straight under his feet. That's where the snake ended. 4 versus 5. Legacy. The fact how quickly the Allies lose the first player, it is having some repercussions. It is having some aftershock. Oh, Webby, he did not see this one. He could not dodge this one. Nordics also finds Hokizia. New Era looking there for another sweep. Will not happen because of Ibraskai, who gets 1 elimination, but it is still 4 versus 1. Ibraskai is the only one standing. And Ibraskai found by that jump shot of Exo with a shotgun. 12-5. 7 match points for New Era. And a very clean Axis side. New Era going for the win. New Era going here for the very, very strong statement that they are here to stomp the group. We've already seen one team that went 5-0 in the group stage. No draws, no losses. Benku. Already have seen Benku. That was a nice read, but not a nice shot. Ibraskai. Finally, the entry kill goes towards the Legacy, but the advantage does not stay the long. Legacy losing also one of the players, Nordics. He was expected out there, but Nate was not aimed enough for Nordics. Wow, once again, he's very dangerous from that position. But Party, Kiba, lots of trades, still New Era in the lead. 3 versus 2. It's not looking great for Legacy because Party and Hokizi has to pull this one out if they want to keep themselves in the game. Hokizi finds Mozart. 2 versus 2. Benko and Kiba as New Era duo who can finish this game right here, right now. Kiba. On solo missions, Kiba finds one. Kiba finds second one. Kiba with the finishing blow. 13-5. New Era with another very high win. For now, we go for a short break and we'll see which game I will stream in the round number 3. But New Era, oh, definitely we'll see those guys more in the group.